On this comparison, we're looking at the Toyota Highlander versus the Hyundai Palisade.
And every Sunday, I do a comparison on Instagram, and then we put out the review on Tuesday on YouTube.
So what you need to do is follow Andrea so you can get one of your comments featured on this video. It's motormouth_Andrea. Let's get at it.
The Highlander comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission. It has 295 horsepower and 263 pound-feet of torque.
The Palisade, on the other hand, has a larger engine, 3.8-liter V6. It also has an 8-speed automatic transmission, but it's down on power, 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque.
The Hyundai Palisade has a very stately exterior. It's a bit boxy, and I feel it's quite unique and stands out on the road, especially if you get a darker color.
Now, the Highlander, on the other hand, is an evolution of what they've been doing at Toyota. However, I think it looks a little bit more elegant and sophisticated, especially if you look at it from the back. Plus, the color we had was that beautiful dark burgundy color almost.
Yeah, it was kind of like brown in the sun and black in the shade. It looked really sharp. I mean, let's face it, the Highlander is a great utility.
But the Palisade has this big chunky grille, and at the back it's almost a Volvo kind of Range Rover look to it. Plus the new trend is to put the script across the back. I like that.
I like it too, and it doesn't look like a typical Hyundai vehicle, does it?
No, and it certainly is, has a lot of presence on the road, and the thing is selling like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So there is a lot to cover on the interior of both. The Highlander LE all-wheel drive comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen, a 4.2-inch driver display, Apple Carplay and Android Auto, heated front seats, a second row bench seat that slides and reclines. The third row lies flat and also reclines. It also comes with LED headlamps as standard and 18-inch wheels. 20-inch are available on the higher trims.
The Palisade all-wheel drive Preferred trim also comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen, but it has a 7-inch driver display. It also has standard heated front seats and heated rear seats. Also 20-inch wheels, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a leather-wrapped and heated steering wheel, plus the second row has a reclining feature even on the bench seat. It has a one-touch second row seat slide for access to the third row, power tilt and slide sunroof, and LED headlamps. I'm running out of breath here, Andrea. If you want the second row captain's chairs, you have to get the top two trims.
I know, and I don't get that. Like, let people get a bench seat or let them get a captain's chair on any trim. It's the same with the Highlander.
Do you know one brand that does a really good job with this? They allow you to have the captain's chairs on the lower trims.
Yeah.
Is Subaru with the Ascent. So we'll get one of those soon.
So that's good. See, these are good options to have.
It's pretty obvious from this, though, in the trims that we chose, that the Palisade comes with more stuff.
Oh my goodness, like just a slew of things. So you have to ask yourself, does Toyota feel worried about that? I don't think so, because people continue to buy Toyotas. They are reliable.
You got a list of other things that you can get. So why don't we get into that?
The Palisade offers extra standard features like a heated steering wheel, sunroof, heated rear seats, and bigger wheels compared to the Highlander. If you want a moonroof, you'll have to move up to the next trim on the Highlander. And if you want a heated steering wheel, driver seat memory, and heated and ventilated front seats, as well as a panoramic moonroof, it's the top limited trim for you. If you would like a bigger touchscreen, the Platinum trim offers a 12.3-inch screen with heated rear seats and a head-up display, and that 12.3-inch screen I will need, because the Toyota Corolla hatchback has a standard 8-inch screen.
You just think that 8 inches on a vehicle costing this much isn't good enough?
No.
Okay, so you have to go up to basically the top trim in the Toyota to get all those. So here's what you have to do on the Palisade if you want extra features. If you want the 10.25 touchscreen, leather seating surfaces, and ventilated front seats, you have to go to the luxury trim. The ultimate calligraphy trim gets you the 12.3-inch digital driver display, premium Nappa leather, Andrea, wireless charging pad, head-up display, and ventilated rear seats. Now, we touched on that digital instrument cluster. That's something you typically see in premium cars. But one thing That is not available on a lot of other products. And the other thing is the third row is power operated to fold them down, and you don't get that in the Highlander even offered, and many other brands don't offer that at all.
That's right. And I think that's important when you've got a family. Just for convenience, it makes things really easy.
Now, we still have pricing, we still have fuel economy, we still have to go through handling. That's all still to come. But we take a little break now to include some of our Instagram followers. Actually, they're Andrea's Instagram followers.
No, and Zach's.
It's motormouth_Andrea to follow along and get a comment in. So we've chosen 2 comments, one about the Palisade, one about the Toyota.
Yeah, one of each. Our first comment is on the Palisade. Both are great, but we prefer the Palisade so much so that we bought a 2020 Ultimate a year ago. It came down to the amazing interior and features which we felt were unbelievable for the price point.
And here's the comment about the Highlander. It's a tough choice. I would probably choose Highlander because Toyota is known for its long-term reliability and resale value. If future Highlander models offer spacious third-row legroom like what the Palisade and Telluride have, and the same powertrain from the RAV4 Prime, I would definitely buy without a doubt. That was hard to say. But you know what's interesting, Andrea? It's the Highlander comes with some caveats. It's like, I like it, but a lot of the comments that you had on Instagram were just what?
Highlander.
They didn't expand. They just said they would just take the Highlander. And I think it comes down to, you know, the value and the resale, and it's just a Toyota.
They just know it. They know what they like. They know what they want. Now, as for handling, the Highlander handles wonderfully. Actually, there's such a huge improvement from the previous model. It really excels. The cabin is quiet. The turning radius is excellent. I really enjoy driving it.
So all the vehicles that are built off the new Toyota Global platform really do excel in handling, and they're much more refined for sure. The Palisade, for me, it comes down to the 3.8-liter engine. I just think it's a gem. It has a high compression. It's very good on fuel. And the other thing is the Palisade has, not on all trims, but it has an automatic self-leveling rear suspension. So if you load it up and maybe you have a trailer behind it, it will help level it out to help for wear on the rear components. So that's something to consider.
There are 6 trims available on the Highlander. The base model front-wheel drive starts at $40,450. The LE all-wheel drive is almost $44,000. And then the Platinum top trim is $54,500.
There are basically 4 trims for the Palisade. The base front-wheel drive starts at roughly $39,000. To go up to all-wheel drive, you bump up to $46,000, and the ultimate Calligraphy starts at basically $54,500.
And one great thing about Hyundai is their warranty. They have a 5-year warranty or 100,000 kilometers, and the Toyota is 3 years and 60,000.
You know what I think Calligraphy sounds funny to me?
What?
It sounds like
Oh no, Zach.
it sounds like Caligula. It's a movie. Look it up.
I haven't even watched it,
No.
so I don't know what he's talking about.
Well,
I hate to think.
It's yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Fuel economy. Now, for fuel economy, they're both pretty equal, but the Highlander does win. Highlander all-wheel drive gets 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 8.6 on the highway. Of course, there is a hybrid option, and the fuel economy is amazing. 6.7 liters in the city and 6.8 on the highway.
Now, the Palisade is rated at 12.3 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 9.6 on the highway. You know what's interesting, Andrea? If this was 2 years ago, Highlander all day long.
For sure.
But the Korean twins have come out. You know, I haven't mentioned Telluride once yet. You've got Palisade and Kia Telluride, and they have absolutely dominated the conversation. Whether people buy them or not, they're really considering these, and for good reason.
I agree with that. I think they're both excellent products. The Highlander, everybody loves the Highlander. You know, if you get a Toyota product, it's going to run forever. And when you decide to sell it, you're going to sell it no problem.
That's why I call it the Bank of Toyota. You put your money in, you get a lot of that money back. We didn't even touch on the interior of the Palisade because I think that was the real showstopper. Those quilted seats, the materials on the inside, it's kind of
Beautiful.
next level up from the Toyota. And for a lot of people, like we talked about the standard features, you get more standard features.
Yeah.
And then you get a nicer cabin, arguably. And I think that's winning people over.
Oh, 100% it's winning people over. And you can get a 10.25-inch touchscreen in the Hyundai, but you got to go all the way up to the platinum trim to get the 12.3. Otherwise, you're stuck with this 8-inch. I think everybody knows I have a problem with screens, and I like them big.
We'll leave it there. Also, if you want to follow Andrea, don't forget it's motormouth_Andrea. And please subscribe because Andrea is going to put these comparisons out every week, every Sunday on Instagram. And then on the Tuesday, we drop the video, this version of it that you loved so much. You're going to like, you're going to subscribe. And that's the way that goes. Good job, Drea.
Yeah, great.
We'll see you in the
Till
next one.
next week.